Hello, students. I hope you all are fit and fine at your home. Today, we will be learning chapter 8, that is Animals Everywhere. We see animals on land, on trees, in water, and in air also. The natural home or surroundings of an animal where it lives, eats, grows, and has babies is called its habitat. Okay, habitat is the natural home or surrounding of an animal. They have different habits, behaviors, and body features. So, first we will see breathing in animals. How different animals breathe. Animals need to breathe to get oxygen, and oxygen burns the food within their bodies and release energy for various activities. Animals get their supply of oxygen from their surroundings as we get oxygen from our surroundings. Land animals breathe in oxygen from the air, while fishes and other aquatic animals that live inside water take oxygen from water. Okay, so now we are going to learn about different organs of breathing for different animals. These are the two microscopic animals like amoeba and paramecium. They breathe through their body surface. Now, the insects breathe through air holes on their bodies. These holes are called spiracles. Their blood is not red in color because of the absence of oxygen carrier called hemoglobin. Our blood is in red color. Why? Because we have the substance called hemoglobin in our blood, which carries oxygen. But this substance is absent in insects, so their blood is not in red color. Okay, the spiracles lead to air tubes. As you can see, those air tubes in the picture, that is tracheas, okay, which forms a fine network that reaches every tissue of the body. Okay, and air enters the body through this network. The body tissues absorb oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, which is expelled from the body. Now, organs of breathing in fishes, prawns, crabs, oysters, and tadpoles, they all breathe through their gills. Gills are special organs that are richly supplied with blood vessels. When water flows over the gills and exchange of gases takes place, the gills absorb oxygen from the water and release carbon dioxide from the blood. Now, a frog is an amphibian. An amphibian is an animal which can live on both land and water. So, a baby frog or a tadpole breathes through its gills, and an adult frog breathes through its lungs on land and through its moist skin in water. Now, birds, reptiles, and mammals, they all breathe with the help of their lungs. Okay, and man is also a mammal. We take in air through the nose. This air enters the lungs through the windpipe. The lungs are richly supplied with blood vessels. When air reaches the lungs, an exchange of gases takes place between the air and the blood. Now, the oxygen from the air passes into the blood, and carbon dioxide from the blood passes into the air. Then the lungs contract, and the air containing carbon dioxide comes out through the nose. Okay. And some ocean mammals like whales and dolphins, they are also mammals. Therefore, they are lung breathers even when they live in water. They breathe through lungs. Now we will learn about feeding habits in animals. Animals need food to grow, to get energy, and to stay healthy as we need food. So different animals eat different types of food. Their feeding habits depend on the type of food they eat, and their mouth parts are suited to the type of food they eat. First, we will see organs of feeding. Organs of feeding in birds. So they have beaks and claws, which is modified according to the kind of food they eat. Like flesh eating birds, like eagles, kites, and vultures, they have strong, sharp, and hooked beaks and claws to catch their prey and to tear flesh. Now, rodents like rabbits, mice, and squirrels have small and sharp front teeth. They gnaw seeds and fruits. Gnaw means to bite something repeatedly and chew it hard. Herbivores are the animals like cows, goats, and giraffes. They have sharp front teeth for biting and strong broad teeth for chewing. They eat green plants. Okay. Carnivores like lion, tiger, and cat, they have very sharp, pointed, curved front teeth for tearing flesh. They also have strong grinding teeth to chew the flesh and the bones. They feed on flesh of other animals. Now, movement in animals. Animals need to move in order to search for food, protect themselves and their babies from being hunted, and build resting and breeding places. Animals have different types of body parts or limbs for movement and different ways of moving from one place to another. As land animals, most mammals have four limbs. The two at the front are called forelimbs and the two at the back are called hind limbs. Some animals use all the four limbs to move. As you can see in the figure, the horse is uses all its four limbs to move, while penguins and kangaroos, they use their two limbs, hind limbs, to walk, and we also use our two hind limbs to walk. Now, water animals, fish have fins for swimming. The two paired fins are used to move forward, and the unpaired fins maintain balance, and the tail fin helps to change the direction of the movement. And turtles have four paddle like limbs to push water back into swim. Penguins use their two forelimbs as flippers to push water and to swim, and frogs have webbed feet to swim. But when it is on land, so they jump with the help of their long hind legs. Now, insects are six-legged creatures. Usually use their legs for movement. Insects like ants and cockroaches, they crawl on their legs. Grasshoppers uses its long hind legs for hopping. And water insects like water boatmen, they use their legs as oars for swimming. Now, some insects have one or two pair of wings and can fly. The wings of insects are different from those of birds. They have no feathers or bones or strong muscles like birds. Their wings are made of tiny colored scales. They move with the help of their chest muscles, and insects like lice and bedbugs, they cannot fly because they don't have wings, so they move by crawling. Now, the birds. The four limbs of the birds are in the form of wings, okay, which help it to fly. And the wings have feathers. The wings are attached to the breastbone of the bird with the help of strong muscles. These muscles enable the bird to flap its wings and to fly. When a bird lands after a flight, it uses its hind limbs, the foot. It also uses them to walk, run, hop, perch, to scratch the ground, catch prey, and to attack enemies. Okay. Though all birds have wings, some are unable to fly. So they are flightless birds like the emu, ostrich, rhea, penguin, kiwi. These all are flightless birds. They cannot fly. Now we will learn about reptiles. Reptiles like lizards, crocodiles, turtles, tortoise, these are reptiles. They have dry, scaly skin and they lay soft shelled eggs on land. Though they have limbs, they crawl. Like snakes are reptiles, they do not have legs. They have scales or plates on the underside of their bodies. These plates are attached to their ribs. When snakes move, their plates act like feet and the ribs act like legs. Besides plates, they have strong muscles and a flexible backbone which helps them to move forward. Now, humans, compared to the limbs of animals, the limbs of human being are highly developed. They use one pair of limbs, lower limbs, to support their body while walking and standing. This is why, unlike other animals, humans have a erect posture. Okay, because of well developed limbs, they stand, walk, and run with one pair of the limbs called legs, and and our hands are adapted to hold things. The arrangement of the thumb opposite the fingers enable us to hold tools and do many kinds of work. So we can say that humans are the most developed among all animals. Now we will learn about the migration among animals. What is the meaning of the word migration? Migration means to move from one place to another. The mass movement of animals from one place to another is called migration. Animals migrate. Why they migrate? To escape harsh weather, to search for food, and to reach their breeding grounds. Now, migratory fishes like eels spend their life in rivers. They travel from the rivers to sea to lay eggs. And locusts are harmful migratory insects. Swarms of locusts settle on standing crops and destroy them. And here are some migratory birds. They migrate to escape harsh weather, to search for food, and to reach their breeding grounds. Now, scientists use various old and new methods to study migration. Rings and tiny transmitters are fixed on animals to track their movement patterns. So we should look after our feathered friends and protect them from any harm. So this was the last topic. Let's see what all things we have learned. The natural home or surroundings of an animal where it lives, eats, grows and has babies is called its habitat. And different animals have different breathing organs like lungs, gills and spiracles. Feeding organs like beaks, teeth and mouth, parts of animals, are modified according to the kind of food they eat. Limbs in the form of fins, paddles, wings or legs help the animals to move. And migration means a mass movement by certain animals at certain times of the year. They move from one place to another. So, by this we have completed the chapter. You have to write the assignment and question answer of this chapter that you can find in the description box in the science copy, and you can complete the exercises in your book. Till the time, study at home, stay safe, take care of yourself and family. Thank you.